Hey, Rocky here from SpeakSpanishFaster.com, and in today's video, I want to talk to you about vowels in Spanish. Vowels in Spanish are very, very important. They're important in English too. I'm not sure about other languages if vowels are as important as they are in Spanish and English, but in Spanish especially, all the sounds are pretty much made based on these vowels. And I'll give you some examples throughout this video. But first, let's just cover the first 5 vowels and how to properly say them. So in English, it's A, E, I, O, U. And this is one of the biggest reasons I think that, one, non-natives have trouble understanding native speakers. And 2, it's why non-native speakers can't get over that gringo accent. Because they don't know how to properly pronounce the vowels. So in English, it seems like everything is hard. So you have A, E, I, O, U. It seems like hard. In Spanish, it seems like the vowels are a little lighter. So it's not A, it's A. It's not E, it's E. It's not I, it's E. It's not O, it's O. It's not U, it's U. A, E, I. O, U. And if you don't get these right, if you don't say them properly by themselves when they're in words, it makes it very, very difficult to properly pronounce a word. So by simply mastering the basic sounds of these vowels, it can help you with your Spanish. And one way I love to give an example of this is, I'll give some more examples of each vowel, but I like to we'll start with the word, with the vowel A, so A. So let's look at the word verdad, all right? So let's take away the ver part, and let's just use the N part, dad. How a non-native speaker might say, especially an English non-native speaker, they'll say verdad. And because they're so used to saying the hard A, and even that hard D for the consonant, but this is more on the vowels. So they'll say verdad, or verdad, and they won't say dad as in ah. So you can see the dad, ad. That's the difference. It's ah versus that A. By simply changing that, you can sound more native. You can sound better with your Spanish. So let's look at a few. We'll look at like 3 words for each vowel, and we'll go through them, all right? So first, for the vowel A, or A, we have cama. So cama, that means bed. Cama. Cama. It's not cama, it's cama. All right, cama. We have tapa. 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 You can see tapa. We have agua. Agua is a very popular word, especially when we're going to restaurants and we want to drink water. Agua. Agua is a very easy word. I think a lot of people can say agua, but it seems sometimes they say agua, but they get the first A right, but they don't get the last one right. Agua. Agua. Ah. All right. Now let's move to E. So for the vowel E, the sound is E. So we have estar, estar, e. So that's how you would start it. Estar. Yo estoy. We have the word bebé, bebé. That's the word baby. And then we have the word esperar. Esperar. All right. So you can see how just knowing these vowels can at least get you on the right foot when it comes to saying the words right. So let's move to the vowel I, or E in Spanish. And this gets a little confusing for non-native speakers because it's A, E, I, O, U, and then it's A, E. E in Spanish is I. It's not E. All right, so that does get a little confusing, but we have the word sí. That means yes. Sí. Pretty basic word. And this is what I like to point out, is that non-native speakers say these vowels properly for some words. It's just that you have to say them properly for all the words. Because I probably haven't met a non-native speaker that can't say the word sí. but then you give them other words and they might not say it properly. You have to remember that. So si, we have chichi. Chichi is actually a Dominican word for baby. Chichi. Chichi. And actually my cousin, we call him Chichi, and he's Dominican, so call him Chichi. All right, so Chichi. Let's take another word, chico. Chico. And this will get into the next vowel. Great transition, right? Chi, co. It's not Chico. Again, Chico is Chico. And now that brings us to vowel O. Chico. Not Chico. All right? That's the difference right there. Chico, that sounds like I don't know Spanish. Sounds the real gringo-ish. And that's no disrespect to anybody that doesn't speak Spanish. It's just a basic way to explain the mispronunciation of the word. All right, so it's not Chico, it's Chico. All right, so now let's go into some O words. So we have loco, and you can see how my mouth is made. It's not O, it's O. So the whole word is, you put your mouth like that, all right? Loco. So not loco, loco. We're using the Spanish O, all right? Next word is poner. All right, so po. And we know this word, popo coming. Everybody can say that, you know? Poner, not poner, poner. Another common word that I like to use, sofrito. That uses, well, there's 3 vowels, but 2 O's. Sofrito. So you have the free is an I. So sofrito. Sofrito. And sofrito. That's how you probably, that's how my girlfriend says it going in the store, picking out sofrito for the food, and she calls it sofrito, but it's sofrito. All right, now let's look at the U. So we have grupo. So grupo. And we could look at 2 words here. We have, let's say in English, the word tuna, tu-na. And you have tu-na. So tu-na. So you can hear the tu and the word tu. That's simple to, everybody knows how to say tu. That means you, tu. That's the U sound, the T-U, tu. So U is the U. So again, you can see that when you master these vowels, it'll make speaking Spanish much easier for you. Not only speaking, but again, if you know how to properly pronounce the words or the vowels, it helps you understand it. Because if you spend all day saying the wrong thing, habla, grupo, stuff like that, and then you hear a native, you're so used to hearing it like that in your own head, you think that's how you say it, and then a native comes along and is like, grupo, then you can't understand it because you're not used to hearing it like that, even in your own head, because you're so used to hearing it the English way. So pay attention to the vowels, and there's 2 really good ways to work on this. The first way I would say is listening to music and learning the words of music, and then going through, after you kind of know the lyrics and stuff, then really trying to perfect your accent on each word. So look up the lyrics after you kind of know some of the lyrics. Look them up. I'm not talking about the translation. I'm just talking about look up the lyrics, listen word by word how the native says the word, and then follow what they say. Copy them and try to master word by word, even syllable by syllable. Try to master each syllable of each line. It might take you a little longer to master the song, but I guarantee if you do this, when you start singing the song, you will sound almost, if not as native as that person. It's really just imitation. It's how a comedian can copy and literally sound just like somebody else, you can do the same thing with your Spanish to sound like a native. And it's not even about sounding like them with your tone of voice. It's sounding like them with the way that they pronounce each word. So I hope you found this video helpful. And if you want to take your Spanish speaking and comprehension to the next level, click the first comment that's pinned in the comments, or click the first link in the description. That will take you to our website where we will tell you more and give you more free training on how you can take your Spanish to the next level. If you enjoyed the video, do me a big favor. Please hit that thumbs up for me. Let me know you liked it. Last but not least, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel, Speak Spanish Faster, and we will keep these videos coming for you.